Alright guys, welcome back to another video tutorial. Today we're going to look at how to extract or how to key out solid backgrounds, more specifically our green screens that we have here in the classroom and the different photo studios. So ultimately what we want this to look like is for this picture here to be placed on the Paris landscape overlooking the Eiffel Tower. So if we go back to the green screen image, Photoshop provides a bunch of different ways to accomplish this task. Sort of my favorite way to approach this in our lab is to go to the Select drop-down menu at the top and choose Color Range. You'll want to click the Invert box. And then using the droppers, you want to use the dropper with the plus sign to add to the sample. Anywhere you see that's outside the silhouette that's not a solid black, you can just click on it. And if I pull this down, the fuzziness down, okay, you'll see it's a little more difficult to select it, but as you pull the fuzziness up, sometimes it gets rid of it for you. You want to be careful with the fuzziness. This can do a lot of the work for you, but the more you pull it, you'll start to see like a silhouette with some detail. You don't want to see any of the detail because it's going to select that detail. So you want to pull your fuzziness down so it's a true silhouette without any detail, just like an outline, shadow, whatever you want to call it. And then hit OK. You'll see that using that option, it made a selection around the subject, okay, like it used the quick selection tool. So if we wanted to kind of sample or preview this selection, I would grab the quick selection tool, and then we can go up to Select and Mask at the top. I'll click that. You can adjust the transparency, pull it all the way up to get it like a preview. It looks like it did a pretty good job. There's some shadow around the arms, but we can look at modifying that here in just a sec. So overall, I would say it's a pretty solid selection. So I'm going to hit OK, or actually cancel. All right, and the last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of a couple pixels around the entire selection just to make sure there's no like green shadow from the light bouncing off the green screen, and maybe some of that stuff we just looked at around the arm area. So to do that, I'm going to go to Select, Modify, and then Contract. Okay, let's contract the selection by 2 pixels, and when I hit OK, you'll see this jump in the selection just a little bit. Okay, by 2 pixels, it did. Then from there, pull it off of its tab, right? Grab the Move tool, click, drag and drop. All right, that doesn't look bad. You can do your edit, free transform, okay, or Control T, right? To make it look like, maybe he's on the balcony there. Okay, overlooking the Paris landscape. When you're good with your transformation, hit enter. And then we can actually even look at some of the color settings here. For example, layer 1, just name that person. If we go to the adjustments panel, if you don't see it, you can go to Window, Adjustments, make sure it's checked. We can go to Brightness and Contrast. Okay, you want to hit this box here so it only applies to the current layer and not the background layer. So I'll click that first, and then you can use the sliders, okay, to make it look lighter, darker, a little more natural. You can adjust some contrast there. And I can see I actually need to move this a little bit more. So if I go to my person layer, grab the Move tool, just click and drag it down a little bit. Okay, that looks better. Some other options or adjustments you can use, you can go to, with your image selection, image, auto tone, image, auto contrast, auto color, and Photoshop tries to sort of guess or identify the changes that you want to make, so you can like click it and see what happens. If you don't like it, obviously you can undo it there. But that's the technique we use in our studio here at school to extract subjects from solid color backgrounds, more specifically the green screen, and then use them for all sorts of different things. Photo manipulation like this, with how we create posters and everything else. So hope you guys enjoyed this video tutorial. I will see you in the next one.